Hello again, and welcome to video 2 of our introductory walkthrough of the ICC Keyworkz Silo Factory and Curation Tools. So what we're going to do is, in this video, we're going to look at the Silo Factory plugin and how it works with the ICC Keyworkz or without it to create a siloing structure on your blog. Now when you install the Silo Factory plugin, you're just going to install it the way you install any normal plugin. And in order to register that plugin, you're going to need to enter your purchase email and the license key that was issued to you. And once you do that, then this screen will reveal itself. Now this screen works without any software, without any external tools. You can use this to set up a structure on a blog. Now I'm not sure if you really want to do this on a website that already exists. You pretty much would do this to design your new blog or to sort of start building the foundation correctly from the ground up. That's what our whole paradigm is about. I'm not talking about putting this on an existing blog to get more traffic, because if your existing blog isn't getting the traffic that you want, it's probably because you didn't set it up correctly or pick the right keywords or whatever it is that you did wrong. So in this case, what we're going to do is start the whole blog with the keywords so we can build from there. And we call that siloing out this blog. Okay? Well, let's just take a look at what we have now. We might have some categories on this blog, and basically we're going to be getting rid of them. So you can add more categories if you want, but the whole idea of this paradigm is to really narrow it down to the keywords that you choose. You don't want to have oh, we have these 3 keywords really well organized and then some other crap over here that doesn't fit in at all. Now, we don't want to do it that way. What we want to do is start very early with the correct keyword and the correct structure. And we do that, as we showed in the previous video, by selecting the keywords that have the right criteria attached to them, so we know we have some decent chance of getting some decent traffic for those keywords. Like, we're not going to just pick the keywords that we want to make money. Oh, you can make money in weight loss, so I'm going to just put weight loss. That doesn't work, folks. You have to use a little bit of strategy, and that's what this is all about. I'm going to give you a technical demonstration of how this works. This is not really to show you the keywords. We did that in the last video, but we have just an example here with some keywords of dogs and cats. Dogs being a parent category and cats being a parent category. And we have some subtopics of different dogs and subtopics of different cats, and they're placed under their respective parent category. So this is how we want it. Let's say we just want our blog to end up looking like this. Okay, so first thing we might do here is click to delete all the categories and menus, and it won't delete the menu, but it will disconnect any menu that you have. So we just go ahead and do this, and then click to reload the page. So now we can go back to our category, and we see that all the categories are gone, and they're gone permanently, folks. So if you do that, just bear in mind that you're deleting categories. And again, bear in mind that our paradigm is to start fresh with very specifically selected keywords, and we're going to follow that structure from the beginning to the end. We're not going to deviate and have other stuff that doesn't pertain to what we're trying to blog about, our niche. Okay, so that's just why we might want to get rid of all our categories and stuff, and we really don't have any posts here either at this point. Take a look. No, so we're starting really with the fresh blog, and that's really probably what you may want to do. I really can't be responsible if you come in and start doing this on blogs that already have menus and categories that you're happy with, because it will affect those. Okay, so let's just start fresh and try to do something really good. So what I'm just going to show you for example here is I'm going to take By the way, let's take a look at the website now that I've done that, the deletion of the categories and the menus. And you see they're all gone now. We do have this sort of generic standard menu that pops up in the absence of any other menu. So we'll go back to our plugin console page. And we see here we've got an info box up here. We've got this link to delete. We've got a text area to insert a structure. We've got a button to manufacture the silo. And we've got an unregister the plugin. So if you want to unregister your plugin and roll back your license, you can do that by clicking this. But obviously we're here to show you how this works right now. So you can test it out yourself just by selecting this text here from dogs all the way down to Persian cats. Just copy that and paste it in this box right here. We already showed you we just have the standard menu and we just had no categories and no posts. So now I'm going to just go back and click manufacture this silo. It confirms so that, you know, if you didn't want to, you can cancel out. I'm just going to go ahead and say OK. And so that would have been done now. So let's take a look at the categories. And there's our categories, just in the same structure that we just pasted in, with cats and dogs being the parent menu and the types of cats under the main cats, types of dogs under the main dog category. Now if we go and refresh our main page, we can see that we now have a menu for dogs and cats. You're also able to go in and just, if you want to add a home element to the beginning, we can do that. We can have as many top level menus as you want and as many subtopics as you want. So you can have a pretty advanced menu. In fact, if we go back to Keyworkz, we're going to see all of these, the structure and science fiction that I created. So this blog here about dogs, it really isn't about dogs. It really is a test blog. So let's just make that a test for now. I'm going to go ahead and change that to science fiction world, just so we just get the right feel here. Information about science fiction, movies, TV shows, authors, and books. Okay, and I'm going to save that just so we get in the mood for when we do our structure update with Keyworkz. Okay, so let's refresh that. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a science fiction blog. Now we don't need our dogs and cats here. So I'm going to go back to Keyworkz over here. And I'm going to go ahead and click refresh, because this will now poll the server and it'll bring down the categories and menus. And you can see here they are in the exact same format that we pasted in like that. Okay. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to delete those again. So we're going to start fresh. So I'm going to delete the existing categories on the blog. Once again, just so you see there's no sleight of hand here, I'm going to show the categories, and I'm going to go back to Keyworkz, and I'm going to delete all the categories on the blog. So they've been deleted, and what's there was pulled back down again. So if we go back here and just refresh this page, once again, you can see all the categories have been removed. And on the front page here, we refresh. There's no menu here now. We've removed that menu. Okay, so we're going to go back to Keyworkz. And now what we're going to do is oops, hold on. Okay, so we'll go back to Keyworkz here. And we're going to now execute this whole structure onto the blog. So what we should do is just click Create Categories and Menus and Execute. We'll have one more option to get out of it. If we don't want to do that, we can cancel. I'm just going to go ahead and say OK. Let it execute its operations. And all operations are complete. And as you can see over here, once again, it's pulled the server and downloaded all the new categories, and they're all there. Okay, you can see all of them. So let's go back here and we'll refresh the categories listing. And there they are. They're all there under the hierarchy that we determined previously. And we can also now refresh the page, and we've got this wonderful siloed menu now with all the keywords. I've shown you in the past why this works great with Google. It's because the way Google sees your blog when you have this on there, it's very, very crawlable. And if you've chosen your keywords correctly and you've got a crawlable blog with the kind of keywords that Google, is kind of looking to absorb those keywords, and it's going to crawl your blog and it's going to absorb all your URLs and index them, and it's going to give you traffic for those keywords, and that's how this works. Okay, so I've shown you how you can do this with the Silo Factory without Keyworkz, just by getting your keywords and pasting them in here. Or you can use Keyworkz to get your keywords like this and save them to a project, get them all in the right order, and just execute it to your blog, and you're all set. Now, you have noticed that we have no post to display here, so this will be the next topic of the next video, is how do we get out now our laser targeted content that goes under all of these awesome keyword channels. That's what's going to be in the next video, and we'll cover that in just a minute. I will see you in the next video.